here and see them existing for them to exist. That's the only sense in which the statement truth is independent from your mind. Okay, it really matters. Now, that's why every generation has some new thing. Your conservatism talking, right? A supposed new way of viewing the world. The root of contemporary is, of course, temporary. This makes you kind of sound deep, even though you're not deep. Contemporary contains the word temporary. So, it's wrong because it's temporary. Because temporary means it happens in time. So, how is this a bad thing? How is this an insufficient thing? How is this, a proof of falsehood? It happens, experience happens in time. So, I don't know what you mean, what you're going for. It doesn't pass the test of time. So, because something is contemporary, it doesn't pass the test of time. I don't get it. Your life doesn't pass the test of time. You're going to be dead, and so you're gone. Well, I hope not. I hope not. I hope Audrey the Bray and all the gang of the anti-aging movement gets you off the hook. Now, the simple fact that we're discussing the merits of the faith these so many thousands of years after the fact gives merit to its reality in people's lives today. Well, if you say merit means presence, or that presence implies objective value, or that because people still talk about something that it's true, no, it just means that people have certain questions because of their human condition, and that it is normal that they ponder the possibility of the existence of a creator at the most. It does not say anything about whether there exists a creator, or if it can be said that there is a creator. Proven, All the biblical examples that I quoted are the result of human failures in their disobedience to God. So you're saying that the ultimate authority for knowing God, which is the Bible, because you say you believe in Jesus and all that, is not trustworthy. So you reject the doctrine that says that the Bible is the inerrant, I don't know how you say it, does not err, it's not subject to error, Word of God. So, but then you go and say that the thing that, I'm just going to read it. Whatever. Sin in the world is the result of man's failure, not God's. You're just asserting it. You're not explaining how it is that God is the creator of everything. Everything includes humans. Humans have a certain way of being, right? We call it the human nature. It is said that human beings were made in the image of God. So this kind of implies that we have a similar or equal nature to God. Though even that's irrelevant. He made us. If we are bad, this means that He, the God, created us bad. This seems so obvious that I don't understand how you can say otherwise. If we are capable of evil, that's because God invented evil. Because evil is part of everything, is it not? If evil exists, then God created evil. So how can you say that God is only good? It doesn't make any sense. You're like Nero, trying to figure it out while society is burning around you. Is that a compliment? You seem to be a fan of Ayn Rand, a writer from less than 100 years ago. She may in fact promote some positive aspects for people to live by. In my case, I find biblical principles to have transformed my life and many around me. That's it. That's all the evidence I have, and that's all I need. So now we're talking about evidence. And your evidence, I regret to inform you, are no good. It's personal revelation. I mean, it's not even personal revelation. It's just weird interpretation of stuff that went on in your life that you give credit for to God, even though you probably don't give credit for the bad stuff that happens in your life to God. You see how unfair that is? How, double standards it is? Now, Ayn Rand may give you words to live by, but are they words you're willing to die by? Unless I've missed it, I am unaware of any Ayn Rand martyrs. Martyrs, I assume. How is this relevant to the point? How is this relevant to the point? Yet history is filled with Christians that died because they refused to denounce their faith. So this kind of proves, at the most, that people are willing to die for things that aren't true. That's well established. Okay? You can. There's all sorts of situations where you can sacrifice yourself for something that you think will turn out to be a positive, something that you really value, and that then does not occur. You died in vain. Those situations where you say you died in vain, that's kind of the point. Even today in China, a self-proclaimed global society, there is an estimated 100 million Christians compared to about 72 million communists. I don't know where you're taking these data out of, but once again, even if it's true, this does not prove God. We're talking about a metaphysical issue. We're talking about a philosophical question. Does God, a personal, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-present, all-loving, and blah, 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 non-intervening, that being, does it exist? What evidence is there is to believe in it? Are you believing out of blind faith or out of reason? Because what turns me off, what puts me off, is that you guys say that believing in God is an act of reason. And I'm trying to establish it is not. You haven't provided any evidence. Give me evidence. Reason is based on evidence, on rational inquiry. Where is it? Where is the meat? You cannot communicate, you cannot replicate a personal revelation. You certainly cannot infirm, beyond reasonable doubt, that something good that happened, something that changed your life, was not a fruit of your decisions, of your, why give credit to God? That is not proven. Then you say, I've found a solution. My prayer is that you would find it also. I found it. It's atheism. Okay? It's atheism. It's humanism. It's libertarianism. It's, even though I'm sort of a nihilist, I have a personal preference for the desire utilitarianism as a normative ethical system, which kind of says that besides the definition that beauty is such as to fulfill the desires in question, I would say that a good desire is a desire that tends to fulfill other desires, or to fulfill more desires than it thwarts. So doing good means that, to me, subjectively speaking, and without any objective reality attached to it. Okay? My notion of what is good is just that which is as such as to fulfill desires. Okay? My desires and other people's desires, and evil is the opposite. It's the destruction of value, it's the causing of suffering, needless causing of suffering and all that, which people instinctively feel, but whatever. My personal experience is simple. I once was lost, now I'm found. Very beautiful, but once again empty. So I hope